Have you got knee pain that seems to be there all the time, even when you're sleeping? It limits all your activities and it flares up when you squat, climb stairs, or you're just walking. Well, you're not alone and you don't have to just put up with it. In this video, I'll show you some exercises that have worked for my clients with knee pain, plus 4 simple strategies to reduce the pain, strengthen the right muscles, and keep you doing the things you love. Let's have a look. So our first thing is a wall squat. I love wall squats because you can actually hold this in an isometric hold. And people with knee pain often do really well. So time under tension can still be working around that knee. So we're just going to walk out our feet. So we're going to have our back on the wall first of all. Going to walk out our feet so we're at a lean, but we've still got our bottom on the wall and feet a little way away. And we're just going to slide down the wall. Now you're only going to slide down to the wall to the point you don't get pain in your knee. So if you get pain in your knee down here, you may only come a small way down. But coming down to where you feel comfortable, holding there. See if you can hold there for 20 to 30 seconds, coming back up again. Do maybe 6 to 8 of those. If you did want to, you can have a fit ball behind you and making sure that's in the curved part of your back. And then again, walking yourself out a bit, leaning back, and then we're just going to come down to where you feel comfortable. Now you may not feel stable on a ball, so that's fine. But if you wanted to have a ball there, you can have a ball there. The other thing that we can be doing with our wall squat is we can be taking one leg. So I'm going to be taking just one leg behind, a toe behind, and I'm just going to take myself down on the wall. Now again, we're mainly working that one leg. You can either have this foot behind, but you don't have a lot of weight into it. Or you can have this leg up. So your choice. Wherever you prefer that leg, we're just going to mainly work onto this leg, and again only going down to where we don't feel pain, and the other leg we're going to be doing the same thing, or you can hold that leg up, and again only going down to where we feel that we can and holding there. Now the other thing that we can be doing here is a wide squat. We talked a little bit a while ago about wide squats. So we're going to take these knees out to the side now, and I'm just going to slide down the wall and hold there. Now I can feel these inner thighs working quite hard. Making sure you're not going to let those knees cave in. So we're trying to keep those knees out and then coming back up. So the other thing we can do while we're down here, again, we're not coming down to when we get pain, but just taking up those heels and working here a bit harder. But I do find that isometric holds, that's just where we hold, we're not going down and up, might be your first starting point. Now move number 2 is a one-legged deadlift. So I just want you to think about having some support, and I want to make sure that as you come forward that I've got this line down my back, I've got this rod down my back, and it's touching my head, my shoulders, and my back. Don't want you to round out here, so make sure you don't round out here. So we're staying nice and straight. And with this leg in front with a slight bend, we're not trying to actually bend it into a squat. Slight bend, we're just going to have a lean forward. So it's a bit of a hinge from the hips. We're just going to hinge forward and then take a leg back. Now, if you don't like that leg in the air, you can actually just tap that toe on the floor. So we're putting the bulk of the weight here into, I'll take that off now. You can see what I mean by flat back. So we're going to take the bulk of the weight into this front leg with a slight bend in it and trying not to rotate either way. So trying to stay nice and straight, but you can take that leg up at the back as well. This works the hamstrings, glutes, and we can go down and up, or we can just hold. I'm going to take the other leg and do the same thing. So just a slight bend in that front knee. A thing that can help you to not rotate is this leg at the back. Try not to have the toe out. So some people that haven't got good balance will have their toe out. Try and keep the toe forward. And if you didn't have a wall and you wanted to have something, you could hold on with a stick, but try and keep this back toe down towards the floor so that we're not rotating our whole hip. And we're just having a lean into that front leg. Let's go back again. This is what it looks like from the side. I'm holding onto the wall. and a slight bend in that front knee. Now this is a great one to do because you can feel it all the way through that leg and right up into your glutes. So it's a great move. Have a try. So calf raises are one of those things that is really good because our calf, the gastrocnemius, attaches into our knee. And so by working this calf, we can actually make that, that whole knee stronger as well. So just think calf raises are very simple. We're simply trying to raise our heels and come up onto the balls of our feet while not coming up onto our toes, but just the balls of our feet. Now we can come up for 2 counts, hold there for a second and come down for 2 counts. If you want to have a step, we can work that a little bit harder, but if you want to have a one-legged one as well, we can come right up onto the ball of that foot, hold up there for a second and come down, coming up for 2 seconds, and I'll be taking it up on my other leg and coming down. We can also walk along on the balls of our feet, so splaying our toes out and walking along on the balls of our feet also will really work those calves. I can feel my calves working quite a lot right now, but also having a step. So if we can have a step, a nice firm step that's not going to flick up and hit you in the face, we can actually be taking our heels down the back of the step and then raising up. So heels down the back and then raising up. You can have a wall beside you because we're not here for balance at the moment. We're here for strengthening. So take those heels down, coming up, and you can take one heel down, coming up, and then you can take the other heel down and coming up. Maybe try going down for 2 seconds, coming up for 2 seconds, holding for a second, and then coming back down. So many ways to work those calves. So for my 4th exercise here, I've tied some little weights, some ankle weights onto my ankles. And I'm just going to sit back here. I'm just going to sit right back in my chair and I'm just going to lift a leg up and bring it back down. So you can press that leg down into the chair and lift. Now, if you find that this lifting, this leg extension does not work for you, I'll show you a different way to do it. So there's always different ways. You just got to play around with what we're doing. But holding yourself up nice and tall, not slumping while we're here, even though we're working the legs, just bringing that up. Now, if you've already got very big legs and, you know, they probably don't need weight on them, you'll be able to work this without weight. Now, if we want to do a straight leg raise, so we'll just bring that down and lifting up. So we're contracting, so contract that quadricep, then it's a lift, holding it up for a second and bringing it down. So maybe 1, 2 counts up, hold for a second, and then 2 counts back down. Obviously, you're going to do it for one leg, we're going to do it for the other, bring it up and bring it down and lifting up and bring it down again. Now we're going to remove this chair and showing you what we can do standing up. I'm just going to take a leg lift, so you can have your chair to help to support you or hold on to the wall. But we're just going to be taking, if I stand to the side, I'm just going to be taking some directly to the back. Now, if I can, I'm going to squeeze my glute before I lift, and then I'm going to lift. Squeeze that glute first so that we make sure that we're working that glute at the same time, but we're also working the leg. We're working the hamstrings of that leg as well. Then from here, we're going to take it out to the side. Now you can have a slight bend in that other leg while you're here. So while we're here and I've got a slight bend in the leg on the ground, I'm also working this leg as well. But we're just going to take this out to the side. And then we're going to take this leg. If you see me, we've taken it to the back, we've taken it to the side, and now I'm going to take it diagonally back. Foot flexed and just taking that diagonally back. You'll feel all parts of that glute and leg working here, but I can also feel my leg and glute working on the ground. And when you do it one side, we're going to do it to the other side. Taking out some side leg lifts, so we're working more into the gluteus medius, which is around the side, attaches into our hip. We'll take it at a diagonal, take a bit of a lift back, nice and slowly back, up and back, and we can also lift this right to the back. Great. Good. So here we have worked many parts of our legs, and if you did want to take it to the floor, we can just add a little bit more work to the legs. Let's have a look down on the floor and see how we go. So if you did prefer to be down on the floor with these, we can be taking the leg underneath. We can be taking that leg back and out of the way. This leg on the bottom we can lift up and bring back down. Lifting up and bring it back down. Now we can take that leg in various ways. We can take it back a bit. So we're working the glutes and the legs here. So we're doing quite a bit of leg and glute work, and we can bring that forward as well and taking it up. Now the area that we often miss when it comes to sore knees is this inner thigh. So we're going to work this inner thigh this time. This top leg comes back and out of the way, and this underneath leg comes up. And I can feel my inner thigh working, because if we get knee pain on that inner part of the knee, we need this inner thigh working as well. It's not to be negated. It's also something really important. And if we work that, we can help to support that whole knee. Great. And of course, where you do one side, you'll turn around and do the other. I hope you found that helpful, and let me know in the comments how you find that.